Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of EverQuest 2. And on this episode, I am playing my level 19 Dirge. As you can see, we're still over in Darklight Woods. And we're going to go ahead and talk to this NPC right in front of us and see what he has to say. He is definitely a cool looking guy. I like his beard, and his hair really matches it. You can kind of see that he will actually follow you to a certain point with his head. His eyes will actually look at you, but when you go a little bit past that, his head just doesn't want to turn that far. He could go back a little bit further, but it would look kind of awkward. You know, he'd definitely be looking at you over his shoulder, basically. And this is still very creepy. Like, this is something they probably wouldn't have been able to do, 5 or even 6 years ago to get to this point for most games. I mean, this is pretty advanced. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk to him and see what he has in store for us.
Hello.
For the balance, I am Ghaunatar in Thalen's service. Well, I am Zoaf. It is good that you arrive here. There is work to be done, and many of our druids are far away. What work? Work for the Darklight Woods. We are her keepers. For instance, the Kodiak population has grown very large over the past few months, though I am working diligently to discover the reason for this. Their numbers are affecting the wood even now, and they must be culled. And so we need the service of those such as yourself. Are you willing? I am willing. Like I said, he likes to repeat himself, or repeat the person he's talking to quite a bit with his one-word answers. I think he thinks it's, like, tough. Like he's the Fonz or something like that. So, hey, it's natural duty, guys. Level 16, 9 silver, 94 copper. We're going to go ahead and accept. Good. Return to me when it is done. I definitely will, guy. Let's head out there and see what he wants us to do. Now, we have the idea, but once we get there, we may have to do some more. We need to kill 8 young Kodiaks. And it's kind of messed up that they mentioned young ones instead of, like, the adult ones, but that's how a lot of these quests are. You got to remember, you're playing an evil race, and the quests really mirror that. You got to do some pretty unredeemable stuff a lot of the time as an evil race, where some of the newer games, the evil races get to pretty much do exactly what every other race gets to do, and it's kind of a shame. If you grew up playing the old style like D&D games or RPG games, you got an incredibly rich story that allowed you to get immersed into the character that you were playing, and you could take on a life of its own, and you could really make your character shine from all the other people who were playing similar characters. But because of your story, it was a different experience. And this game, like its predecessor EverQuest, back in the day, did a really good job with coming out with stories that really I say really a lot. I can even cut that out because that's crazy. But yeah, it's just incredibly rich stories that shaped your imagination and got you thinking about things that you normally wouldn't have thought about. And in the end, you were just having a very cool time playing the game, even if you weren't really doing a lot. Just the story itself kept you, an enjoyable atmosphere. And when you're killing mobs over and over and over again, at some point you're going to be like, okay, I've killed this bear 50 times or 5,000 times or 50,000 times, which may sound like a lot, but in some games you actually get achievements for killing mobs, and it will let you know like how many times you've done it. That's how you get like the really good stuff. So 50,000 times is doable, and it doesn't really take you that many weeks or days or months like you would imagine it would take you to get to that point. So when you're killing that many mobs over and over and over again, you do want that extra little bit of something to push you into that enjoyable state, because everybody will get tired of grinding at some point. It's just a natural evolution of video games that they kind of peak out at a certain point, and people will tend to move to the next game. And you look at them, you're like, why are you moving to the next game? It's exactly the same as the other one. It's not, because it has new story, and that keeps you interested. Or it has new people, because the old game has kind of dwindled in the population that it used to have, which unfortunately is kind of what happened to this game. This game is not nearly as populated as it once was, and the servers that they have available for it have slowly over time been dwindling down bit by bit to smaller and smaller size and smaller number of them to boot. So it used to be in the when it first came out, there was like 6 or 7 servers, and that was not nearly enough. So they came out with like another 6 or 7, and they just kept adding more and more servers to handle the population that people wanted to play. And now they're doing the exact opposite. They're actually merging servers together so that they can, limit the amount of resources they have to put into it, and therefore limit the amount of money that they have to spend, so that they can get by with fewer and fewer people and still make a profit, which I'm happy with, because if they're not making a profit, they wouldn't have the game out, and if the game wasn't out, I wouldn't be able to get to play it. So I'm thankful that they can do that, but at the same time, it does show you kind of where the game is going, where there's a lot of people leaving. There's still quite a few people here, and you can still find groups. If you watch some of our videos, we'll run on to a group of people every once in a while. I don't really get to group all that much with just people running around, but I hope that changes here in the future. I know Struett wants to join us, and we have Hydros Inc. who joins us almost every week, and I'm going to be doing videos with him on his channel that are not going to be on my channel. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to head over to his channel and check those out, because they're going to be pretty cool. And I don't know what characters we're going to be playing yet. I think it's going to be some of our lower level ones, around like level 20, 25 or something like that. So it's going to be pretty interesting, guys. So we're going to go ahead and turn this quest in and see what this guy has in store.
Hello.
Has it been done? It has been done. See, what am I telling you? He just repeats what the other guy says every single time. It's kind of annoying. Like, I'm sure they put that in as a placeholder and meant to go back and actually add, something more like a flourish kind of text to it that says, oh yeah, problem solved, like something simple like that. But instead, it just repeats, which is kind of annoying. Natural duty. We're going to go ahead and accept that. 17 silver, 26 copper. We are thankful. Would you care to help us further? More calling. So we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. That's going to lead to another quest, which we will do next time we're over here. Again, guys, I do want to thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below. I know I ask you that, guys, every single time, but you have no idea how much I enjoy hearing from you and finding out what you guys like and what you don't like, even if it's just so you can tell me that you didn't like the episode. I like knowing why people don't like the episode. If it's the graphics, if it's the sound, if I, stutter too much, if my reading sucks, if I talk about stuff you're not interested in, I want to know all that. I want to know what you guys like, because there's no way for me to change it if I don't know. So again, make sure you leave those comments down below, and I will definitely, guys, catch you next time.
Subscribe.